Hi everybody and namaste. Welcome to our Mother's Day yoga class with myself, Hannah Presence, and Sweaty Betty. This yoga class should be suitable for all ages and abilities, so mothers and daughters can join along in together. All you will need is a mat, and if you like to work with any props in your practice, you can also grab those. So find yourself in a comfortable seated position. It can be cross-legged or on your knees in the position that I was just before. Have your palms facing up, and this will just help to open out the arms and the chest. And closing down your eyes. Start to notice the quality of your breathing. Does it feel full and relaxed and deep? Or it might feel slightly shallow, perhaps a little bit stressed or strained. And then start to invite these deeper breaths, these longer inhales down into the lower belly. You can place your hand on your lower belly, breathing down into your hand. As you exhale, slowly allow the air to release. Drawing the navel back towards the spine. And if you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, you can go ahead and do so. And then gently open up your eyes. We're going to walk the left fingertips out to the side. Reach your right arm up and over. Relax the left shoulder down away from the ear and press and ground down through your right sit bones. Just feeling that extension down the right side of the body. You can look up or you can relax your head down. Breathing deeply up into the right side rib cage. And then on your next inhale, we'll pick you back up to center. Walk the right fingertips out to the side. Reach the left arm up and over. Relax the right shoulder down away from the ear and really ground down through your left sit bones. Keeping the chest open. Breathing deeply into the left side rib cage. And then inhale, back up to center. I'm going to interlace the hands behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open up through the chest. I'll show you from this angle so you can see my hands. Bring the chin down to the chest to stretch the back of the neck. And then release your hands and walk the fingertips out in front of you. Keeping the spine extended nice and long. Deep breaths here. Again, pressing down into the sit bones, but reaching forward into your hands. Hello Imsa, are you joining our class? And then we're inhaling, walking the hands back up. We'll change the cross of the legs, so place your other leg in front now. We'll take the hands behind the back again, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open up through the chest. Big breath in. And then exhale, release your hands. Walk them out in front of you. Keeping the neck neutral. Sending your breath into anywhere in the body where you can feel any restriction or any tension. Bringing that awareness to the part of the body. Imsa, do you want to sit down? Sit. Good girl. And then inhale, coming all the way up. You're going to place the feet flat on the mat, hip width apart, not far away from the knees, as in underneath. Place the hands back behind you, fingertips facing your bottom. You're going to inhale, drive through the heels, lift the hips up, open up through the chest. You can keep your neck forward. If there's no problem on the neck, you can drop it back. Keep squeezing through the glutes, lift the hips up. Feel that opening across the chest and the front of the shoulders. And then exhale, coming all the way back down. Extend your left leg out in front of you and bring your right leg all the way over, if that's available. Inhale, reach the right arm up, take it back behind you onto the fingertips to help extend through the spine. Left arm over right thigh, and we can twist here, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen up through the spine. Exhale to twist into the spine. Keeping your left foot active, drawing the toes back towards you. And then inhale, coming back to center. Reach your arms up, and then exhale, forward fold, softening the head of the neck, but keeping this left foot active. With every exhale, relax down a little bit more. And then inhale, coming back up to center. Release your right leg. Bring your left leg over your right, crossing it over at the knee. Flex your right foot. Inhale, left arm lifts up, taking it back behind you on the fingertips. Taking the right arm over the left thigh. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. And slowly untwisting back to center. Again, making sure your right foot is active as you reach your arms up, extending through the body, and then exhale, forward fold. Deep breaths. Expanding into the belly on the inhale and softening on the exhale. And then inhale, coming all the way back up. onto your hands and your knees for cat and cow pose. So spread out your fingers, have your wrists below your shoulders, your knees below your hips. We're going to tuck the toes under to stretch out the feet. Inhale, we're going to bring the spine into extension, lift the hips, lift the heart, lift the head. And then exhale as you tuck the tailbone under, round, bring your chin to your chest, arch the upper back. Inhale to extend the spine. Exhale to flex the spine. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to invite you just to move a little bit more creatively on your mat. You can do some big circles with the hips, a figure of 8. Whatever feels good, right in your body at the moment. And then we'll come back to a neutral spine, relax the feet. Take the right arm alongside your ear and your left leg back, balancing table pose. Kick out through the heel of your back foot, engage your glutes, draw lower ribs in, pull in through the core, arm and shoulder active. 3 deep breaths here. 1. 2. And 3. Reach your hand around, point the back toe. See if you can find your foot. Kick up and lift up your gaze. Trying to maintain that balance. 2. 1 more breath. And exhale, release. Left hand, right leg. Balancing table pose. Push into the floor and engage your stomach. Lift those legs a little bit higher. And then reach your hand around, grab a hold of the foot. Kick up and lift up your gaze. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Take the big toes together, the knees apart, and send your bottom back onto your heels and reach your arms out in front of you for child's pose. We're going to take the hands into prayer and sink the chest down to the ground. Releasing your child's pose, coming into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back. Walk the heels up and down on the spot. Let's bring a bit of movement through the calves and the soleus. Just waking up the backs of the legs. Melt the chest back towards the thighs, draw lower ribs in to engage through the upper core. Step your right foot between your hands. Bring your left knee down to the ground. Inhale, reach your arms up, low lunge. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze through the glutes. And send the hips forward and down as your arms reach up in line with your ears. we'll bring the left hand down to the ground. The right arm can lift up towards the sky, in line with the shoulder. If you'd like to go for something more advanced, you can reach back for your back foot and draw it towards your bottom. Exhale, release your back foot, lift your back knee, ground your right hand, step back to plank. Lean forward and push into the floor to engage the shoulder girdle. Holding here for 3, breathing here for 2, and 1. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the whole body down to the ground. Inhale into your low cobra. You're lifting up the chest, using your back and your core. And then exhale, release. Downward facing dog. 2 more breaths. Step your left foot forward. And if it doesn't quite get there, pick it up and place it between your hands. Bring your right knee down. Inhale as you lift up, open the chest. Low lunge. Squeezing the glutes, opening up through the front body. And then we'll bring the right hand down to the ground. Open up through the chest, look up towards the left hand. You can stay here or option to grab your back foot. Drawing it in to open up through the quads and the hip flexor. And exhale, release. Lift your back knee. Ground your left hand, step back to plank. You can lower your knees again, lower the whole body down in one piece. Inhale, low cobra. And then this time we'll apply some pressure through the hands to lift the chest up into a higher cobra. Keep the shoulders relaxed, elbows softened. Opening and breathing deeply into the chest. And exhale, coming all the way down. Reach your hand around, grab a hold of both of your ankles. Kick the legs back, lift up the chest. To Dhanurasana. Keep kicking the legs back, lifting and opening the chest. And exhale, release. Just gently sway your feet from side to side. And pushing back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up, 3-leg dog. Bend your right knee and stack the right hip on top of the left. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands and interlace the hands behind the back. Open up through the chest. Ground your back foot. Humble warrior. Drop the shoulders down on the inside of the right knee. Crown of the head softens towards the floor. Arms reach away from the lower back. Exhale, release your hands down. Step back to plank. Either lower your knees or lower your whole body down in one piece. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up, three-leg dog. Bend the left knee, stack the left hip on top of the right. Step the left foot between the hands. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze and lift. Open the chest. Ground the back foot. Humble warrior. Crown of the head reaches towards the floor. Hips send back to the back of the room, to the back of the mat. And then inhale, release your hands, place them down, step back to plank. Lower all the way to the ground or halfway down chaturanga into up dog or your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your right shin as parallel as you can to the top of the mat. Right knee wants to be behind the right wrist. Right ankle wants to be moving towards the left wrist. Keep your hips facing forward. Slide your left leg back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, softening down onto your forearms, resting your head down. Breathing deeply into your right hip. Exhaling through the mouth to let go of any tension, any tightness. Those of you that wish to go a little bit further can lift up the chest, look over the left shoulder, draw the left leg back and reach around with your left hand. Keep the chest and the shoulder open and draw the foot towards you. Again, stretching out the front of the left leg. You can hold that here or take the bind with the hands into mermaid pose. And then exhale, release. Lift the back knee, step back to downward facing dog. Bring the left shin forward. Left knee behind the left wrist, left ankle moving towards the right wrist. Slide your right leg back. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, come down onto your forearms. Again, keep your neck active or rest it down on your hands. Notice here if one side feels a little bit more challenging than the other. is your choice to stay where you are or to take the quad stretch, lifting up the chest, reaching your right arm around for your right foot and drawing it back towards you. And then exhale, release your back foot. Roll onto your left hip and swing your legs around in front of you. Pull the flesh away from the sit bones. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Trying to create that length in the spine. And soften down. And then inhale, coming all the way up and gently coming down to lay on your backs for Shavasana. Take your legs a little bit wider than your hips, wiggle the shoulders down away from the ears and have your palms facing upwards. Closing down your eyes and allowing the practice just to integrate physically, mentally, and spiritually. Take a big breath in together and a big exhale through the mouth. One more if you have it. Inhale. Exhale. Just relax your feet. Send the relaxation into your ankles, your calves. Relax your shins, your knees. Relax the thighs, the hips. Give permission to the whole of your pelvis to just feel heavy and release. Relax your lower belly, your chest, shoulders. Move that relaxation down your arms into the very tips of your fingers. Soften the neck, the throat. Release your jaw, the tongue, lips. Invite all of the muscles of the face to relax. Even the muscles that support the eyeballs. Forehead and the crown of your head. And you may stay here in your Shavasana for as long as you need. Thank you, happy Mother's Day, and Namaste.